Hello, it's Dave, and do you know what, I hadn't planned on doing another video until I had the car MOT'd, but I've suddenly done kind of so much work that I thought, do you know what, I'll do a quick update, say what I've been doing and what's going on. So the MOT is actually booked for next Thursday, or this Thursday coming. Unfortunately that was the first slot they had, but I wanted to use this specific garage because there used to be, 5 doors from where I live. They knew about the RX8, they lent me tools and been really helpful in the early days when I didn't have all the gear that I have now. So I wanted to take it to them because they kind of understood what I was doing, and hopefully, I'm not expecting any leniency, but at least they kind of, it's not going to be a surprise when I rocked up. And they were like, oh yeah, been expecting you, and booked in Thursday. So suddenly I was like, well, I best check all the obvious for the MOT, and I thought, okay, look online. Lights. So quick check of all the lights, 2 sets of lights not working, one side light at the front, and that was just corroded contacts, took the bulb out, filed the contacts down, put it back in, that's good. And I think it was brake light at the back wasn't working. Took it all apart, put it back together again, and it came on. So I can only think a loose connector there that was stopping that. So that's two fails out the way. Realised that obviously I still have my tow strap attached underneath, so I've removed that. Then I realised that there's a cover that protects the drive shaft from the heat of the exhaust. Now I don't have an exhaust anymore, but I thought, you know what, I'll put that back because obviously it does protect the drive shaft from, I don't know, stones and stuff like that. So put that back on. Then of course I need to put the bumper back on, so front bumper is on and all connected up. Ow. So the front bumper is on. Ta-da! Looking good. I'm a bit annoyed here. I've just got this misfit. It's always been like that since I bought the car. It's just not fitted. Looked into it, can't explain why, but maybe for another day. So that's the front bumper, indicators, and the floor tray as well. Can I get under here? Floor tray is on, which is fantastic. And I'm really chuffed about my measuring because you can see the battery box in there fits just above the tray. Now, obviously I measured that to death, and then I did a lot of fabrication, built the battery box, fitted it all. Never really actually then tested that the floor tray would ever fit, but it fits perfectly. And it's fantastic because now all the drapey bits of plastic that were draping around when I was test driving aren't draping around and catching the floor anymore. They are out the way, which is brilliant. Test drove it today. I'll come back to that a little bit in a minute, but it goes off the drive easily. Well, a couple of centimetres to spare. Little flappy bits do catch underneath. They're not really flappy bits. I don't know what you'd call them. If I come under here, I'm not really sure. Can you see it? I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what they are. Anyway, they catch the ground. I might remove them. I'm not really sure what they're for. Somebody can tell me. Check the windscreen wipers. They're knackered because they're so old, so I've got some new ones of those on order. Again, I'm not sure if that's an advisory or a fail, but wouldn't have been good. Didn't have any washer fluid in the washer fluid box, so again, I'm sure that wouldn't have been great. One of my tyres is very deflated, so I need to pump that up. Not done that yet. I then realised that none of the centre console in the car was working. So no radio, no aircon buttons, well the aircon doesn't work anyway. And I don't know if that's a fail on the MOT, but can't be good. So not quick load of diagnostics, but a load of diagnostics later. I don't know when I did it, but there was a fuse in the wrong place in the front of the car. So it was one socket out. Obviously at some point I replaced it or moved it and not put it in the right place. So that's good. So I've done some test driving, which has been good fun. I haven't got any video of it because that's just nervous, you know. I'm only driving up and down my local road here. I am insured now on the car. But got to the end of the road this morning, broke down, just stopped, absolute dead in the water. All the lights on the dashboard lit up, which generally then means my ECU has stopped working because it's controlling all of that, and obviously when it dies, all the errors came back. So I had to walk home, walk of shame, get all my tools, back to the car, undid it all, and all it was the 5-volt wire had come out of my Arduino and powered it off. So that's a really good, well, not great, easy fix. But what I did on the previous RX8 that I built was all those little wires which are just screwed down, which aren't really very secure or kind of automotive friendly. In the last one, I got a glue gun and I covered the whole lot in glue. So the whole lot was just fixed as one unit and nothing could come undone. I've not done that on this one yet because, well, it's not finished, but I'm kind of thinking now perhaps I should. If it's going to be out on the road and driving around, you know, I don't want these wires coming loose. So that's good. I mean, good test drive, good failure, good fix. You know, things aren't always going to be perfect. One other thing I discovered on my little drive around was when I got back, the battery, my rear battery unit, had come back towards the back of the car. So at the back it actually touches the seats. So that's as far back as it will go, but it had come this way towards the PDM. So what I've done is this side, I've made a little brace here, or 3D printed this brace, which just goes around this nut or bolt here that holding the battery in, and is clamped onto the front of the battery pack. So I'll then test drove it again, and what happened was the battery moved at an angle, came this way, because this side's not braced, but that side stayed perfect, still touching at the back. So I pushed the batteries back in. I now need to make a brace here. I'm just going to make a brace probably from either the side or the front here, around to this part of the chassis here, and just clamp it on. Not even clamp it, it'll just go in place, bolt it up, and just by its physical presence it won't be able to move. So as I say, lots going on. Also wiped the car down because it was filthy dirty. So that's all good. Oh, and then got the radio working inside, but no sound. So the radio was working, but there was nothing coming out of the speakers. So again, more diagnostics, checking all fuses, checking everything. And in the end, I'm not really sure why, but under here, whoops, you've got the amp. And I literally just pushed these wires back in and it started working again. So I can only assume that in all the work I've done under the bonnet, I've caught one and it's just come slightly loose. So that's again another easy fix, which is what I want right now. What else have I done? Obviously all the floor tray and all the underskirts under the wheels are all in. Nothing's catching. I can turn the wheel lock both ways. A little bit more about the road testing I've just done. So I've probably done a couple of miles up and down the road outside. And first gear, oh my god, it's like almost unusable because you go from 0 to 30 in like 0, it feels like. It's almost too much torque. It's just wrong. It's undrivable because the car's just wanting to go bigger. Second gear is fantastic. It's really nippy. 0 to 30 in no time at all. Yeah, I haven't done anything more than 30 at the moment, but wow, yeah, really exciting to drive. Third gear, a bit more sedentary. It just goes, gets there, and obviously we'll have a much higher top speed as well. So I'll do some proper tests once I'm fully MOT'd up. You know, I'm just a bit nervous at the moment, doing too much on the road, until I get my MOT. And yeah, but that's really good. I mean, it's just so nervous when you first take it out and you're every bump, every lump, and every little knock. You're like, well, what's going on? And of course, then when it died on that trip as well. But then after I've done, you know, a couple of miles now, you start to get confident, and you're like, I built this. It's fantastic. You know, really good to drive. So I think that's me done. Booked in for Thursday. Oh no, I've done more stuff. So what I've also done, I haven't done the cooling for the motor, which I've probably said in the previous video. But what I've done is in here, I come in. So if I turn the car on, you've got the temperature gauge. You've got the temperature gauge here. Now, I'd never diagnosed that in the RX8 to know how it works, but I have now. And basically, cold is a value of 80. Middle is 110 to 150. It just stays in the middle. It never moves, which I assume that must be the operating temperature of the RX8. I don't think it's 110 degrees or Fahrenheit. I think it's just an arbitrary value. But then hot is 162. But actually, this is quite good for me because it looks like the Leaf motor works in between, well, up to about 60 degrees is maybe its hot temperature. So I've just basically added 100 to the temperature of the motor, and it sits here. And what I've also done down here, my little display shows the temperature. So I've added 100 to it. So currently the motor is at 20 degrees. I've added 100, so 120 sits right in the middle. And it will sit in the middle until the motor gets to 150 degrees, but then 160 degrees is hot. So I've got that 10 degrees will move from here to here, and I'll also have it displayed down here as well, because, you know, I'm going to drive this to the garage, and I've been driving it around, and I don't want the motor to overheat. That's going to be catastrophic. because I haven't got any cooling in there. But obviously it's cold outside, it's like 5 degrees, and the temperature and all the driving I just did, I think it got to about 35 degrees, and it was, if I put my hand on it, it was just warm to touch. You put your hand on it, it was warm, but not going to burn you, wasn't like stupidly hot. So that's great. So that's really good that I've got that actually mapped onto there, because this will actually show capacity remaining. It's only showing that at the moment as a double check on the temperature. So all good. So now I think I can sign off. So that's loads of stuff I feel like I've been doing. Oh, I've also done another thing. Charging there, it didn't cut out when the batteries were full. So I'm still a bit unsure about this, but I've put some code in place which basically, when the voltage of the full capacity pack gets to, I think it's 4.125 volts per cell, 396 volts for the whole lot, then I stop sending the commands to the PDM for charging. So it stopped charging. However, I then looked and noted that even though it said it was charging, it was only drawing a tiny amount of current. So I think the PDM actually regulates that correctly. It's not pouring more power in. I was a bit nervous because the cells were all at about just under 4.2 volts, which I thought was too high. I thought they were meant to be like 4.1, but then doing a bit of reading says, well, actually the 30 kilowatt pack that they've introduced actually did run at a higher per cell voltage of around about 4.2. So that might be why I'm seeing that. But at the moment, I'm going to limit it. I'm limiting it to 4.125. Just until I get some confidence that what's going on, is that right, isn't it all right? I just don't want to damage the batteries. So it's automatically cutting off. It'll just cut off when that's happening, which is good. A bit of a safety feature, because I didn't want you leaving the charging cable in and it just continuously charging until the thing burns to the ground. That would be really bad. So that's cool. Done lots of charging and discharging tests as well, and it's all working really well. So I think I can sign off now. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add. But look, thanks again for watching. Really excited for Thursday. I can't think of much more prep I can do now. Everything works. It's a car. Let's hope it gets through its MOT, get it taxed, get it MOT'd, and then I'll do some proper road tests. I'll do some 0 to 60s. We'll give it a good hammering. Lots of driving around, and just exciting. Anyway, thank you very much. Speak to you soon.